Now, snow has been falling across large parts of the UK. It's caused travel disruption and power cuts in some areas. The Met Office has issued amber weather warnings for parts of northern England, the Midlands and Wales, where it says some rural communities could be cut off.
Flights were temporarily suspended at Bristol Airport last night, and it's warning that more delays are possible today. With the latest, Simon Jones reports. Thanks, Ben. Yes, the leader of Reform UK, Nigel Farage, has defended Elon Musk in an interview with the BBC after the tech billionaire made a series of comments criticising British politicians on his social media platform X. I mean, that has been the soundtrack for the last month and a half for me, I have to admit it. No, you can't get away from it.
We'll talk more about the Globes a little later. It's
will.
Just approaching 6:15. Let's get our first check of that all-important weather this morning. Sarah has the details. And Sarah, how's it looking out there?
Oh, morning to you.
But we will, of course, keep you up to date with what's happening today, because that's critically important to know what's going on where you are.
Yes, let us know what it is like if you're opening the curtains this morning and there's a covering of snow. Send us your country.
We do know there is snow in Harrogate. We can see that because our reporter Eunice Muller is there for us this morning. Snow still coming down, or at least it was. A bit of information actually that's just coming through to us this morning is that a couple of airports are now impacted by the snow. So we know that Liverpool Airport has temporarily closed its runway. The airport itself remains open, but they are advising you to contact your airline for flight information if you're expecting to travel out of Liverpool today, because clearly flights may well be, well, they will be affected by that.
Yes, that's Liverpool. Similar picture at Manchester Airport as well. They're telling us that the runway temporarily closed, but the airport is still open. So they'll be trying to get the gritters out to deal with that snow as it comes down. But any further lines that we get, we will bring them to you right here as we get a sense of what that snow means as we wake up this morning.
Yeah, and do, as we said, let us know what's happening where you are, because it's really useful to have that information that we can pass on as well. Now, with the increased demands of the winter period, the NHS is having to find new solutions to get patients seen and sent home quicker.
Yes, at one hospital in Surrey, a new frailty service has been developed to help alleviate bed space, and it's meant around 80% of elderly patients there have been able to go home the same day that they were treated. As Mark Norman now...
We're talking about Luke Littler having won the darts. I know he was on this show yesterday, wasn't he? But also the big TV event of the moment, which was the thing I was most excited to getting to New Year's Day about, is the return of The Traitors.
So you sell this to me. I've not seen any of it.
I can't quite get my head around that you haven't got onto this, because it's the kind of thing that I know you would love. It is absolutely brilliant.
Okay.
And it's hard to describe until you actually kind of sit and watch it. But for those who know, it was the one TV show that the entire kind of family gathering of 16 of us sat down and watched over the Christmas period.
And this is season 3?
This is season 3 now. And what's interesting is that all the contestants will be much more aware of how the programme works and seeing their particular game plans, but none of them really work. But in the Sunday Times today, they're saying that the key to choosing really good contestants for this is that they must all be likeable. Now, you might think if you watch it, not all of them are terribly likeable, but they have to pass the pub test. Would viewers want a pint with them? They don't want it to be a reality show that puts people off because the contestants are people that they just would absolutely have nothing in common with.
The appeal is you like watching.
Yeah, and you invest in them. You emotionally invest in them.
Do I have to go back to series 1?
No, you can join in at series 3.
And then go backwards.
Yeah. And there was a brilliant twist at the end of Friday's one, which I think everyone is now kind of aware of, but I won't mention to you.
I was going to say thank you.
So that you can properly involve yourself in the whole experience. So I cannot wait for Wednesday night. I'm on tenterhooks. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, each of the next few weeks.
That's quite a commitment.
It's not. It's only an hour. You watch more TV than that normally. It's fine. So it's terrific. And I know that Yin, one of the banished contestants, was also on the programme this week with Charlie singing, bizarrely. Anyway, so much fun to be had. You need to get on it.
Speaking of fun, let's speak to Jane. She's got